There, that's better. Good morning, y'all. I'm getting ready for an interview that I have at noon, so hold on. There, that's better. I have an interview at noon. Yeah. Recently was laid off my job, but then again, I get an email from them right after I applied for unemployment, basically saying that they didn't lay me off. I'm like, yes, y'all did. Y'all just don't want to pay for unemployment, because they didn't just lay me off. They left like a lot more people off. They laid off about, well, they closed down 3 locations, and everyone that worked there got laid off. So, I mean, they just don't want to pay. That's just what it all comes down to. But I do qualify. And now that they're saying that that I have to do training in corporate, which is located too far away from me, and it's just not possible. You know what? I'm actually finished with that. I think my dog is crying. I actually would do my interview upstairs in my room, but one of my dogs is sick, so I have to be downstairs to like supervise her and like watch her. Yeah. So right now she's in her cage. I'm just getting ready for my interview. It's a webinar thing, so. I don't know why my other dog's crying. So I'm just getting ready. Oh my gosh, I got pimples right here. So yeah, I'm getting ready. Have a webinar slash interview that I applied for. I just gotta watch my dog. She's caged up right now because she has an abscess on her paw that she keeps licking, and it keeps getting infected. So she has a cone over her neck right now to prevent her from licking it. So I'm just getting ready. Putting on some blush. Yeah. I haven't worked in about a week, and it just feels weird. But the company that I was working for, they're saying that they didn't lay me off. I'm like, yes, y'all did. Because y'all didn't relocate me or nothing like that. There was no communication about us being laid off until like the very last minute. I just find very inconsiderate. So, shh, hush. Sorry, I was talking to my dog. She keeps crying. Shh, hush. I think that's the smaller dog that's crying. Well, she's gonna have to wait. Oh no, that's Coco that's crying. Shh, Coco, hush. So right now I'm under unemployment. I obviously do qualify for it because they approved my case. You know, I told them the situation, and I do qualify. Huh? ¿Qué? Coco keeps crying, but she's gonna have to stay in her cage. She cannot be let out because she can't put any pressure on her paw. Well, she did this to herself. She kept licking her cut and it got infected. So I know it's all like wrapped up right now. So she's gonna be miserable for the next almost 48 hours. So. I have to get ready down here because I have to watch Coco. Had to carry her cage to the front.
This is a steamer.
I think so, but I'll do it. Oh no, those are dirty. Those are dirty. So Coco has an appointment tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yep. Mom called me earlier. She has an appointment because her paw is a lot worse now because she keeps. Huh? Oh, I don't know. I think Mom has to call. It's either that or maybe Alex has to take her. So.
Alex working?
No, he's at an interview right now.
Good luck. Yeah.
It's either Alex went to an interview or that he went to the gym. But I think Mom said that he has an interview.
Mm-hmm.
So leave it alone. I'll clean it.
No, put it in the machine.
I will put the soap in.
Only put it in the machine, no water.
So my mom woke me up that she kept like calling me, and I'm like, oh.
For the gap.
No, Mom
Yeah.
kept calling me, but about Coco, I'm like, Alex is also here. You bother him. Ugh. Hold on.
Relax in the vacation.
Huh?
The mommy daddy want to
I know. I don't know. Hopefully the dogs don't get hurt during their vacation. Wait a minute. There. I made 2 people as a mod. I made Angel and then someone else by the name of Little Runmo, I think. Hold on.
Yeah.
There. Abuela, I will clean.
No,
You relax.
no quiero relax.
Stop her.
Tengo que bañar temprano. Y terminar lo que me voy a llevar ya. ¿Dónde dejaría tu mamá mi beliz? Todavía voy a meter calzones ahí. Ay, joder.
Oh. Yeah. So, anyways, I'm just getting ready for an interview, and then I have another one tomorrow around the same time. So, I finally told my mom I have an interview at noon, but I will be downstairs. Hopefully that the dogs don't start barking. If they do, that's not a good. No, no, I'm like no. I'm putting on eyeshadow. Oh, Ray, really? They called you in? Why'd you answer? When they call you when you're off the clock, don't answer the phone. Oh. That's what I would do whenever I used to work for someone else. This was back this was like a couple years ago. My work had they texted me and then they called me at 3 a.m. in the morning. I'm like, people, I'm asleep. I'm not gonna answer because they wanted me to come in at 6:30 in the morning. I'm like, I didn't answer until 8. I didn't answer. I told them like, no, can do. I can't make it. I'm just like, no, because I knew that they were not gonna pay me overtime. So I'm like, no, I am not coming in. I'm not coming in another 2-3 hours early. And especially knowing that I won't get paid. So I'm like, no, I'm not doing it. Yeah, but I don't work for that company no more. Actually, it's a good thing that I left right on time too. Because like a month after I left, or not even a month after I left, at the high school and the middle school, because I worked at the elementary part, but at the middle and high school, there was a shooting. I was like, ooh, thank God I left. And it was all over the news too. It was all over the news. I was like, dang. So.
Alex finished the high school?
Huh?
Alex finished
Yeah.
the high school?
Alex has been out of high school for like 14, 15 years now.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, sorry, y'all. My grandma's here.
Dile hi. Oh, yeah, I don't care.
My grandmother says hi to y'all and to Angel. Hold on. Let me Trying to see. I got my mirror right here, so I have to look. There we go. To be honest, if they're not gonna pay you overtime or pay like give you like more hours, don't go in. Cause that's how they'll get you. Because my old work used to do that all the time, and they would never pay. They paid us overtime one time, and that was when we were on a field trip, and the bus broke down for like 45 minutes, and they had to pay us. I'm like, I'm sorry, but you know, stuff happens. So, I got pimples like right here. Yeah, I put makeup around my neck because I try to make my makeup match. And plus, I got like pimples like on my neck and stuff. So. Thank you. I'm gonna have my hair up because I don't feel like getting my hair fixed, and plus, I don't have any time. I might do a half ponytail, maybe. I don't know, but we'll see. I feel like wearing brown today. Gonna add a little bit of shadow. I got one today and then tomorrow at the same time. It's a remote position. It's something. We'll just see. It's supposed to last for an hour, but that tells me that it's not really an interview. It's more of a onboarding seminar. So, but we'll see what they have to offer. I did email them my resume just in case. So, I updated my resume, and my brother Alex, he's really good at that stuff. So, he wanted me to help. He wanted to help out. Hopefully, that my new resume gets noticed. So. He too has been looking for jobs too since he left his old job. Too much drama at that job. There. So, getting ready for an interview. My other job that I'm technically still an employee because I can still like log in to Paycom, but I haven't worked in a week, and they don't say anything until they finally said something to me Friday of last week. Basically them telling me to do training for the summer program. I'm like, I can't do the summer program in Fort Worth. I can't do it, and I've told them numerous times. And plus, that's not the one that I signed up for. And plus, they never relocated me anyway. I'm like, but see... Oh. Keep on getting text messages from jobs and stuff, but they keep trying to get me to get WhatsApp and all that. I'm like, I don't trust jobs like that. I just delete that stuff because I just don't know. Well, right now I used to work here in my local town, my local city, but the program had shut down. So that's why it shut down, and they really didn't tell us until like the very last minute to where we couldn't, to where I find that kind of irresponsible because they knew that our numbers were down, and they didn't tell us until like 3 weeks before we shut down or so. To me, I just find that a little almost rude. So, gonna do that. Gonna do my eyebrows, my mascara, and then yeah, exactly. Because this is the second time I've been laid off. I was laid off before during COVID. So other people as well as me applied for unemployment and they called us back. Cause I'm like, what else are we supposed to do? We have bills to pay. So I mean, these companies, they just think that we don't know the law, but we do. I mean, that's why we have unemployment. Especially if we get laid off for no apparent reason. I mean, yeah, you would think. Yeah, and now the job that I was at, now that they're saying that they didn't lay us off, I'm like, yes, y'all did. Well, y'all laid me off because y'all didn't relocate me. No one has said a word. Yeah, they basically think that we're stupid, but we do our homework. And that's what a lot of companies don't realize is that, when you lay off or when, when something goes wrong, we do our homework. Yeah. And plus they all told us because they were communicating with my coworker who is a position higher than me, but they weren't telling me anything. They weren't emailing me, nothing. So, and they have my email. They just didn't want to do it. I feel like that I was deliberately singled out. So that's why I have not responded to no email. I did not respond to their email last Friday because I've emailed them before and they've completely ignored me. So, I'm just like, okay, we're gonna play that game. Okay, we'll see. I'm messing up my eyebrows, y'all. So, I know they're just trying to get out of paying. But obviously, they did lay me off because I qualify. And they didn't relocate. They did not offer me another job, like another position elsewhere. They didn't do none of that. They all told us to look for other jobs. They flat out told us that. So America's Did you take abuela, your pills? You need to take your pills. You cannot forget. You cannot forget your medicine.
I'm sorry. Creo me vine por el agua y se me olvidó.
She forgot her medication, y'all. She has dementia, so you cannot forget. It's a good thing that I saw that. Let me see. Oh, shit. I thought Coco got out of the cage at Chanel. Oh, that scared me. Chanel's worried about Coco. What is it?
Su friend.
Yeah, I spoke to my old coworker, what, Friday. She's working in like past Fort Worth, and she lives kind of where I live, and she even said that they cut her hours in half, and but then I told her, girl, just leave. That there's no point in going all the way past Fort Worth. That she's working in Keller right now, and it's like, ooh, I'm like, the Keller is farther than Fort Worth, and they're paying, and they cut your hours in half. Mm-mm. Yeah, she told me that she's been trying to look for a job too, but she said that it's hard. It is extremely hard. Oh. I'm like, yeah, tell me about it.
Okay, Vicky.
All right.
Ready.
I still haven't eaten breakfast though, but I'll do that before there. I feel like I need a there. I feel like that this one is more thicker. That's why I need this. I'll probably make an omelet or something. Is that the? I'm not gonna wear eyeliner because I just, since I have an interview.
Okay, baby. You're nice.
I brought my computer down here. I don't know. Alex is supposed to come back and take because I don't like taking off her cone because it's kind of hard to put it back together. So.
Okay, me upstairs, okay?
So.
Ay, ay, ay.
It's my grandma, y'all. Be careful going up the stairs. Slow.
I know. Bien transformada, veramente.
She's so cute. Yeah, that was my grandma, y'all. My grandmother's been living with us for since like July of 2023. Yeah, she's been living with us permanently, which I like having her here. Yeah. Yeah, she has dementia, so it's she's been forgetful a lot. So that's why I'm trying to find a job remotely, that way I can like be home and like almost like supervise her, cuz she's extremely forgetful. I mean, there have been times where she's left the stove on and she's almost messed up the washer, and so yeah. And and just things like that. And we always tell her, do not take the dogs out for a walk without us being here, cuz Alex told me this, that she took them for this happened last year. She took my yes, I did see it yesterday. And she thankfully the dogs were with her because she had them on leashes. But when we take the dogs out for a walk, we go in a there's we go around the block. I don't do that since that's just, to me, that's too much walking. I just take them for like half a block, and then I'll walk back. Yeah, but last year she got lost, and thankfully the dogs, navigated her way home. That was my worst fear, That was my worst fear that came true of her getting lost like that. I'm just like, so we get on to her, don't go out of the house. If someone rings the doorbell, just don't answer it. Don't answer it. Yeah. It's extremely hard because her condition is getting worse. She's been forgetting days now and, time and all that. She's forgotten names to people. Yeah. It's hard. So, but we try to manage it. And it's the main reason why that she's living with us, because she cannot live by herself. She cannot live by herself. So. Yeah, I saw that. But see, in order for someone to be diagnosed as a psychopath, see, I've taken like child psychology and psychology class. Something had to have happened in his childhood. Some sort of trauma for him to be a psychopath, because basically psychopaths are made, sociopaths are born. That's what I've learned. So for him saying that there was no no trauma, he probably has either blocked it out or really doesn't want to say what happened in his childhood. So I actually need more of this. I really like this. I bought this at Five Below, but I'm out. Look at that. I'm out. I try to use as much as I could, but I'm out. Oh, hello. So maybe whenever I come over later on, babe, we'll probably go to Five Below. It's either that or CVS, because I need other stuff too. So then that. Setting spray. I gotta fan myself. This I have to. So. Let me put this upstairs. Hold on, let me. I actually have to carry it. Whoa. You know what? That is not gonna work. That fell. I'm gonna have to come back down. I'm gonna have to come back down for that. I'm gonna have to come back down for that. Try to carry it all with one hand and but see, But see, that's more of a sociopath, though. Because sociopaths that there's a biological imbalance, which they know what they're doing is wrong, or how they feel is wrong, but they just don't care. Usually, if someone is a psychopath, that means that some sort of traumatic event had happened that they're either suppressing, or like or that they blocked it out. There. There's my makeup. I have to eat something. Yeah. I mean, I don't know anyone that's like that. So, okay, what else? I'm gonna fill up my water bottle. I'm gonna wear a little bit of earrings because my earrings are kind of messed up right now. Oh, I have to put Vaseline on the back of my ears because they're all messed up. Huh? To air your... What? But what I've learned, usually you can tell when someone is like that from an early age, especially when they're children. Because I've experienced kids that have those type of, they just don't care, and they get what they want. I mean, I've seen kids firsthand like behave in a like psychopathic way, and that shit scares the shit out of me, to be honest. We had a kid back when I was at my old job. A kid was dismissed, or was immediately kicked out because he was looking up on the school's computer. From what I was told, that this kid was like 10, and I had one encounter with him, and I already didn't like this kid. There was something wrong for sure. He was just giving me attitude. Very, he felt entitled. What got him kicked out or removed was he was looking up how to buy a gun on the school's like the school Wi-Fi, and he got kicked out immediately. They caught him, so. But this kid came from foster care, so he apparently did not have a good childhood, like in his early years, and it damaged him. Oh yeah, that's from what I was told by like multiple people. and then back at that same job, like maybe I was like almost 2 years in, maybe 3 years in, we had another kid that actually got kicked out twice for the same incident. And I feel like that the other kid's parent should have pressed charges. Because I feel like that they weren't taken seriously at all. And what got him kicked out the first time was that he was, from what I was told, because I did not witness this, but like, I mean, like, kids were telling me, and teachers were telling me about it. I'm just like, dang, what the hell happened? He had put his hands on a girl and was like basically holding her down and like strangling her. I'm like, oh yeah, he's a psychopath. He's a psychopath. That's a psychopathic child. To be doing that in front of people, yeah, he just doesn't care. So he got kicked out. Yeah, it was like real bad, to where the parent of the female like demanded it's either he gets kicked out or I'm pressing charges. So he got kicked out. But then the next year they welcomed him back, and I was like, kids were like, no, the other kids did not want him back. Teachers didn't want him back. But then the same year that he had assaulted someone else, and he got kicked out for good. So I don't know whatever happened to him. I hope he gets the help that he needs. But usually, from what I know, you can fix or rehabilitate a psychopathic child from an early age if they get the help early. But once they're in their once they're like 10 years old and up, it's too late. So yeah. Because he knows what he's doing is, not normal, but like he hasn't acted on it. Which tells me that he knows from right from wrong. He either just doesn't care, or that he just doesn't recognize what empathy is, or like he just doesn't feel it. Yeah, well, I didn't talk to this person because I knew I was gonna have either an argument with him, or I didn't want him like stalking my social media. So I kind of didn't want to like speak with someone that has those type of not impulses, but that type of mentality. So I'm just getting stuff ready from an interview. It's still too early. I'm just getting everything set. I'm gonna get my notebook out because I know I'm gonna have to take notes on this thing. It's gonna be for an hour. Got my resume ready. Well, at least but see, the good thing is that he's getting help as an adult. I don't know if this person had been getting help ever since he was a kid, but that's good that he's like in therapy. So, but there are some people that just don't ever get help, and then they slowly will act on it. Because really, because you can actually tell even in infants about like if they're gonna be like a sociopath or a psychopath. You can always tell even in their small kids or even in babies. It's an antisocial personality problem. So, my poor dog is just miserable. She has a little like, yeah. And sometimes if the cases are so extreme, usually in kids, a warning sign is often whenever usually a child